Good evening, dear teacher and classmates. The rejection of English as a global language is rooted in post-colonial sentiments, where many nations resist continuing the use of the former colonial power's language. Leaders like Kenya's Jomo Kenyatta and figures like Gandhi and Ngugi wa Thiong'o argue that using English perpetuates a form of cultural and mental enslavement. Hindering the promotion of indigenous language and cultures, they emphasize the need for countries to reclaim their own languages and identities to break free from neocolonial influence and empower their people.
The former colonies of British Empire have largely maintained the use of English, although there are notable critics who reject it, such as in Tanzania, English has one official alongside Swahili, but Swahili later became the sole national language. In Malaysia, the National Language Act removed two official status on English, granting it only to Malay. On the other hand, English has gained prestige in nations of other former empires, such as Algeria, which chose English as the main foreign language in schools, replacing French. Some countries choose to invest in the local language instead of English, in pursuit of regional development. Conclusion: the debate over the use of English versus local languages reflects various economic and cultural considerations.
The United States is a country that has been a dominant element in many areas. The future status of English will be linked to the country, and since the US is a power, English will last forever. The United States has 4 times as many native English speakers as any other country. Furthermore, it has been more involved in international developments in 20th century technology than any other nation. It has control of the Industrial Revolution, that is electronics, and exerts influence on the English language that is developing throughout the world, which is why the press expresses its concern about the attack of Americanisms.
The Emerson Bill presented in 1995 emphasizes the importance of a common language to maintain unity in the diverse U.S. population. It highlights that English has historically served as this unifying language, offering opportunities for immigrants to assimilate and succeed. The bill proposes recognizing English as an official language of government and using any saving from its implementation to fund English language education for non-English speaking immigrants.
Some pro-official language supporters argue that promoting immigrant language risks undermining the U.S. unity, despite fears of separation, referring to the Quebec 1995 language-driven movement and groups like MECA or Chicano movement, which revision parts of the U.S. Southwest, returning to the Hispanic control. Comparisons are drawn to linguistic conflicts, like those in Yugoslavia, as warnings of potential division. Influential voices such as Speaker Newt Gingrich have even cautioned against the balkanization of America.
They argue that there is no need to make English official, and point out that most immigrants are assimilating well to the language because people are motivated to learn English, and that this will end through a new social balance, without the need for legislation. Even if English were made official, the use of a common language does not guarantee any harmony. It is clear that there are more important problems in the world than linguistic ones.
The socio-economic arguments pro. High costs and limited resources supporting hundreds of languages is financially unsustainable. Unsolvable selection problem. Determining which languages deserve official recognition is impossible and arbitrary, leading to potential resentment and injustice. Waste of resources. Providing services in numerous languages is inefficient and expensive with low utilization rates. obstacle to immigrant integration. Supporting native languages hinders English language acquisition, limiting immigrant opportunities, and creating social inefficiencies in communicating and understanding crucial information. In conclusion, promoting English as the sole official language will benefit the economic and social integration.
The official names with several laws in different countries around the world, such as Germany, has maintained its intention not to affect areas of social interests with the exclusive use of English, for example, health or law. This could be a good option for the other growing languages and protect the socio-cultural identity of the people.
The student challenge such a limited vocabulary difficult with informal English and mastering pronunciation and grammar. Poor vocabulary. Vocabulary is crucial for learning English but challenging to develop. Use of native language. Learners tend to revert to their native language for thinking and speaking, as it feels easier and more natural entering English practice. Outdated core curriculum. Many curricula use outdated study materials, unrealistic terms, and fail to incorporate cultural. Lack of speaking skills. Limited speaking practice results in difficult understanding accent, slang, and grammar. Lack of confidence. Fear of errors, mispronunciation, and grammatical mistakes leads to hesitation and stammer.
Salman Rushdie addresses a fundamental change in the nature of the English language. Historically, English has been associated primarily with countries such as the United Kingdom and the United States. However, Rushdie argues that the situation has changed radically and shows us how English is transforming from a language associated with a group of countries to a truly global language. This change is driven by population growth, globalization, and increasing cultural diversity.
The text explored the global spread and evolution of the English language, particularly focusing on how its variety has developed in different regions. English has adapted uniquely in various parts of the world, giving rise to the new Englishes, distinct regional varieties like American, Australian, Canadian, and South Asian English. This development had been influenced by both historical and social factors, such as the desire for the nation in identity after countries gained independence.
Most adaptation in a new English relates to vocabulary in the form of new words, word formation, word meaning, collocation, and idiomatic phrases. There are many cultural domains likely to motivate new words, as speakers find themselves adapting to language to meet fresh communicative needs. Virtually any aspect of social structure can generate complex naming systems, local governments, family relationships, clubs and societies, and so on. So when a community adopts a new language and starts to use it in relation to all areas of life, there is inevitably going to be a great deal of lexical creation.